Hey guys, it's Jen from beautyriotx. It has been a hot minute, but you know what? The babes are all back in school. I have the house to myself for a nice part of the day, so with my best effort going to start making more videos and hopefully get back into that frame of mind that I used to be in. So we are doing a full face of like 95% new products. There's like one or two things here that aren't new, but they're new to me. So we're gonna start with the Jason Wu Prime Eye Eyeshadow Primer. It's in the shade Light. And I showed this in like my summer haul video. I was like, oh no, is this silicone based? Because I used to like silicone based, but I have oily lids. Silicone on my eyes is not a good thing for me. It took me a while to figure it out. Roxy, chill out. So this is almost like Allure-like, which I actually really do like, but it's thinner, which I appreciate because as much as I used to really like using concealer, it just got real heavy way too fast. So this is a nice alternative to that. And you can find Jason Wu at Target now. Sticking with Jason Wu, I have the, I don't even know what this is called, the Agave Matte Palette. Nice gradient, got a nice deep brown right there, and we're just gonna go for a basic bitch eye look today. I got some new brushes that I'm gonna use, and I'll tell you which ones I use that are new. So this is from Lena Chu. This is the EO2 brush. So I did swatch these, and they're very like nicely pigmented without being so pigmented you're like, oh god, I don't know if I can deal with this. It's too much. No, these are just right. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Linda Hallberg LH Cosmetics 304 brush. I've really been into her stuff lately. I'm even using her sponge today when I do my foundation. Ugh, my under eye bags are just unreal. It almost seems like the more sleep I get, the worse they are. Going with my Ian Richards Best Kept Secret #3 brush. And this is not new, but it's definitely one of my favorite brushes that I've ever bought. And going with the deepest shade right here. Oh, good, Jason, there we go. It's layering very nice, which is always, if you watch my videos before, it's always what is the big test for me. If the deepest shade doesn't layer on top of a lighter shade that I used prior, sometimes it'll repel it, like in this weird way. If you know what I'm talking about. Go back in with the Lena Chu. I'm very happy with these shadows so far. This is my second time using this palette. The first time I remember thinking, ooh, these are really nice, but now that I'm actually like using it again, I remember just how nice these layer and how nice they blend, and the pigment's really good. Going with my Hakuhodo B142 brush. They all didn't blend together, which is also like a big deal for me. All right, I'm just gonna go off and do the other side really quick, and I'll be right back and we'll continue. All right, eyes are done, and now we're gonna go in with primer, and I'm using the Rituel Fille Thorn Oil Priming Facial Elixir. I don't even tell you how much this is. Apply 5 to 10 drops to cleanse skin and face, neck, décolleté in the morning and night. Okay, so you can use it also just like as a facial oil, but it can be used as a primer as well. Massage, allow to absorb, prepare for makeup application. We have formulated this from opulent ingredients to impart moisture and glow without leaving shine after absorption. Absorption, good God. Name for the thorns of a rose, thorn oil facial elixir is blended from 2 parts of the plant, the blossom and the fruit, along with carefully selected, perfectly balanced, luxuriant organic botanicals. This extraordinary oil appears blood red in the bottle, but it's entirely colorless on the skin. As a makeup priming oil, it creates the perfect base for a full face application. On makeup-free days, it draws out lit from within radiance and a healthy finish. Great. I'm gonna start with just like 4 drops. I need to feel it out first. I haven't used this, so. Oh, it definitely brought out the red in my face, good Lord. All right, so it is oily feeling, but it's not like, you know those oils that you put on and they just kind of sit on your skin? It doesn't necessarily feel like that, but it definitely has that oil slip to it. So I'm actually gonna go off camera for a minute and wait like 3 or 4 minutes for this to set in. I'll fill you in on now how it feels, or how it feels in a second. Jeez, forget it, I'll be right back. Okay, so it is on, it did absorb. It still feels like there is oil on my skin though. So I mean, it didn't absorb completely, where it just feels hydrating. Like I can definitely still feel a little bit of oil, more so like around my cheek kind of sinus area. Not sure how to describe it. I'm sure I'm not doing great, but whatever. Okay, the next item we're gonna do, the next thing we're gonna do is foundation. And this isn't new to me or the market, but this is like my favorite foundation in a really long time. This is the Lancôme Tint Miracle Hydrating Foundation SPF 25. I have it in the shade 0-01, which is weird because the box said something totally different, but to the both ones that I got, the boxes both said something different, like with like a 03 or something. Either way, but these were in the box. I don't know, maybe it's just a happy coincidence. I don't know if they've changed this formula because I heard they did, and I got these at Marshall's. I think the original price is like 45 bucks or something like that. I got these for like 16 each. And the color is just amazingly perfect. And I mean, I just love everything about this foundation. And we're gonna use a new sponge by Linda Hallberg. This retails for $15. It's latex-free, vegans, never been tested on animals. Use it to apply foundation, concealer, cream, product of your choice for an even and flawless application. And it's a weird, it's definitely a different shape. I don't think I've ever used one this exact shape before. So it's flat on this side, curved over here, and then like a bulbous point down here. So we're just gonna give it a go. I'm gonna use it for as much as I can. All right, we're gonna go in with dollop my foundation. Now I think the real test about that Thorn oil primer would be if I used it with like a particularly mattifying foundation. This is more like a satin natural kind of finish, so I don't see it making like an obscene difference as far as moisture goes. But I am interested to see how like powder lays on top of it. But oh my God, this foundation is just, it's so light and airy, but you know, it has really nice, like more of a medium, I would say. You probably build it up to full, but it's just, I mean, I was so happy when I tried it and thought it was amazing. Although, if they really did change the formula, well, doesn't that just figure? And I will actually say right off the bat, I don't love this for foundation. It's not big enough and it doesn't cover enough area. I think I'll love it for like contour and blush and highlight and stuff though. I'm definitely gonna try under my eye for the concealer with it though. Now the concealer also isn't new, but again, it's new to me. So this is the Cover FX Power Play Concealer in the shade P Light 2. Again, I found this at Marshall's, unopened, yay, and it was $6. High coverage concealer, covers dark under eye circles, redness, imperfections, weightless, crease-proof formula, brightens, smooths, define lines, and helps defend against pollution. Cool. So I think the shade will be okay. Again, I didn't get it at somewhere where I could really just go in and pick, but it looks pretty okay. So I'm just actually gonna put a dab on my back of my hand and just apply it this way. I'm a very big believer in less is more when it comes to like concealer and foundation, because especially if you're 20, I mean, take your stuff on. It's not gonna matter. But as you get older and you get those fine lines and everything, the more you put on, the more noticeable it's going to be. So I like to kind of just use it sparingly. Oh, that is nice, wow. I don't know if the color's perfect, but it's very like thin. And I mean, I definitely will say it definitely feels weightless. Ooh, God, every fucking time there's like fuzz on me somewhere and it's always around here. Oh my God. And it's literally all I can think about. I don't know why, I was under the impression that this was like a very matte concealer. So I'm thrilled that's not the case. But now I'm wondering, why was it at Marshall's and TJ Maxx? Like, are they discontinuing it? Are they reformulating it? You know what, I'm not one of those people who has like a ride or die concealer. I found a lot that I like, and there's enough that I like that are like affordable. So I mean, I'm not stuck anywhere with buying an expensive high-end concealer. I mean, if I find a good one, great, I'll use it up, and then when it's gone, you know, I move on to the next. I'm gonna have to set it because I can already see it sinking into fine lines, but it's really just this side because my deepest lines are right over here. That's wonderful. I'm gonna use my KKW Beauty, which I'm shocked how much I love this setting powder. I know their site's not up right now. I think they're like I don't know what the hell they're doing, but, or rebranding. Oh yeah, she's taking the West out of her name. Good for you, Kim. That guy's nuts. I hope Makeup by Mario comes out with a setting powder. I have a feeling his would be like really good. All right, now we're gonna go in with two new, well, I have two, but I'm not gonna use two. The new ModCon Liquid Gel Contours from KVD. And I have Fair Cool and Medium Cool. I think I'm actually gonna go in with the Fair because I really like how light it is. Actually, I wonder how much is in here. Only half an ounce, but it seems like there's a ton in here. Oh well. Or maybe I just don't realize how much half an ounce is. Ooh, yeah, that's perfect. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, it's very subtle, but that's great. That's exactly what I want. I have a tiny bit more on that side. And ooh, wow. I love that. It's very translucent, which I love. I mean, it's enough that like you can see it because it's your contour is just supposed to be like essence of a shadow. Like there's absolutely no line I need to blend out. Wow. That is gorgeous. I love this so much already. Ugh. Oh, I'm so glad. I just love when stuff works out. We have the fair and the medium. And rubbed out. I mean, I could definitely use both of them. Oh, that's so great. Oh, I love these already. I actually did get one of the blushes too. I got the shade Quality. I think I should know what that means. It's like a play on words, but I don't. I don't know if I'm gonna use this one today, but I'll swatch it for you. I don't know if you can even see it. It's very subtle. I think I'm gonna skip that today because I have another blush that I want to use, but now I'm actually really excited because I'm assuming they're probably similar formulas, but look how nice that is. Wow, oh my God. I'm thrilled with this, thrilled. All right, I'm gonna set the rest of my face. Now we're gonna go in with bronzer, and I have the new cream bronzer from Jaclyn Hill, and it's odd because it kind of reminds me of something from ColourPop. Looks like one of their like brow products or something. I have the shade Nakey, which I'm pretty sure is like the lightest one. This is very, very subtle, but it seems like it's a very dry formula. I've only swatched it so far. And this is a very light shade. I don't actually know if anything's happening, but I do know I'm gonna start taking off makeup if I keep using this. Maybe. All right, I'm gonna try it with a sponge, whatever. I think I see it more now. I don't know how evenly it's going on. I think something's happening. But again, it's the lightest shade, so I mean, it could just be really subtle. Okay, we're just gonna stop there before I like, because I know I'll start taking like thunder and stuff off if I keep it up. Okay, I'm gonna have to play more around with this. I think it did something, because I do see extra color here, but I think it did something with the sponge and not the brush, so I'm gonna skip using the brush next time. You know what though? Let me finish my eye makeup, I'll come back, and then we'll finish with like blush and lips and highlight and everything. So BRB. Okay, now we're gonna move on to blush, and I have the Shiseido Inner Glow Cheek Powder in Alpen Glow number 6. And this is just a really pretty kind of like peachy shade, I guess you could say. And it seems to have like a bit of a kind of satiny kind of finish, like it's not completely matte or completely shimmery. Oh, oh. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, that's just the kind of like orangey peach that I just love. Ugh, ooh, that's beautiful. And FYI, I found this at Marshall's, TJ Maxx, whatever. I think it was like maybe $10, but it's usually like 30. I also want to try their highlighters, but they're like in a pot. They're not highlighters, I think they're something else, but I really want to try those. Everyone knows what those are, right? All right, next we're gonna do lips, and we have the Jason Wu, I guess they're like the matte lipstick, because it doesn't really have a label. This is the shade Biscotti. Maybe I will top it. So I feel like I want it a little bit lighter. I want to top it with, hold on. This is new from Makeup Revolution. This is the Matte Balm, I think it's called, Liquid Lip. Oh, it smells so good. Yeah, I think it's good. And this is in the shade Nude Allure. And we're gonna finish with highlighters. We have the About Face Halsey brand liquid highlighter Light Lock in Fight or Flight, or we have the Jaclyn Hill liquid highlighter in Lightning. This was her lightest one, and it seemed like it was her most like neutrally kind of one. I hope she comes out with other shades, because the one thing that chick does fucking well is highlighters. So the Halsey one has a slight like silvery pinkish hue to it, but not holographic completely. And then the Jaclyn one is a little more on like the white gold kind of side. So I don't honestly love either completely. Like I don't look at one and be like, that's perfection. Ooh, yeah, the Halsey one's like very, very silver. Okay, I think I was gonna do the Jaclyn one. I feel like they're probably really good. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna mix them on one side and then just put the Jaclyn on the other. That's a good idea. So we'll start with the Jaclyn. I'm just gonna use my finger for it. You know what I always wonder? Why didn't she put back out her like flash palettes that like sold out and were like everybody said was amazing? Oh, that's nice. It's not as like serious as I thought it was gonna be. And it's not as gold, I guess maybe because I was just sparing with it, but okay, that's nice. And then the Halsey one, again, I'm gonna mix with the Jaclyn one on this side, because that might be kind of shade them into. Okay, I mean, it's not too much different. It's a little more visible on this side, I guess, but they're both nice. They're nothing crazy. And that was it. So this is the finished look. What do you guys think? Honestly, like, besides the wrinkles under the stupid eye, I don't think anything wasn't good. I love these. Oh my God. These are so gorgeous, I'm gonna die. And actually, both shades are really nice. I'm definitely gonna try the medium cool like next time. And my skin looks really good. I don't mind saying something myself. It feels hydrated, it looks hydrated, but it doesn't look oily at all. I don't think I'll use this for, I think I'm just gonna solely use it like for makeup primer and stuff like that, because I have enough like facial oils and stuff that I don't need to add this into my skincare. And it'll last me longer if I just use it for that. The eye primer, also really, really nice. It seemed a little bit too light when I started using it, but then once I buffed it out and I applied everything, like perfect, perfect. The lip combo I actually surprisingly like. When I first got this in the mail, I was like, oh shit, this is way too light. But with this, I kind of love it. I'm gonna mess around with the Jaclyn bronzer still. Again, this was the shade Nakey, if I didn't tell you. I feel like I did see something once I started building a little bit with the sponge, but I'm gonna have to play with it more because, again, it is like a really light shade, so I didn't expect to see like holy sun-kissed, I've been in the sun all day. But it's just a little something, which is fine because I don't like going overboard with that kind of stuff. The concealer is actually really nice. I can see what people loved about it. There was a little bit of it like sinking into my fine lines, which, gravity, what are you gonna do? It set really well. Hopefully it stays really well throughout the day. It didn't emphasize more lines, but again, I'll see how it feels at the end of the day. The blush, I die over. Like that's what I'm looking at as I'm looking in the viewfinder. And the shadow, really, really nice. I'm pretty sure this was like, I don't remember. I put it on the screen however much it was. It was pretty affordable, but I mean, I feel like you can find a lot of these kind of palettes in the drugstore, but this was a very nice formula. I love the way it built. It was pigmented. No complaints so far. Everything was really good. The highlighters, again, I'll probably mess with a little bit. I would have actually liked a bit more zing with both of them, but they're fine. Like, they're fine. I don't think you need either, honestly, if I'm just first impression saying. Neither really wowed me, but whatever. Yeah, so that was it. What products have I tried here that you've tried yourself? Which do you want to try? Which did you like the most that I've tried just by looking at me doing it? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.